bro? What are you doing? What's going on?
Why are you towing the car?
I'm here with the finance company.
What are you talking about?
I'm here with the finance company. They sent us over here. Luxury auto? Yeah.
Why?
For the car.
I'm not behind on payments.
That's something you got.
Can you stop?
No. Yeah, that's something you have to discuss with them, bro. They sent us out here for it, so.
What are you talking about?
I'll give you the information.
I need to get my stuff out of this car.
Bro, hey, come on, like, let's not do stuff that we're not. For my safety, you're not supposed to be in the car right now, brother. You're being recorded too.
Like, dude, they can't take this car.
Well, that's what we're doing. I mean,
Hey, I don't owe money on this car,
right,
bro.
so that's something you need to discuss.
Do you have something you can call?
Wherever you're through, wherever you have it with, you need to discuss that with them.
But you can't take the car because I need to discuss it with them.
Well, I'm taking the car because it's already legally repossessed. It's under my possession at this point.
Are you kidding me, dude? I don't owe money on this car, bro.
No, I understand. I'll just show you the paperwork.
He's got paperwork.
I'm not trying to be to you. I'm not trying to be to you. Yeah, I'll show it to you. It's right here.
Yeah, they gave him a file, but how do you know you were here? How'd you know the car was here? That's impressive.
GPS.
Oh, GPS.
Dude,
I get it. I'm not doubting you whatsoever that you're not past due, that you don't know any money on it. I don't know the reasons why they want us to pick up the car. They sent our offices, they gave us the order, they said the car is located at this address, go pick it up.
Dude, like, can you let me make a call? This makes no sense, bro. I'm not.
No, and I get that. My job is simply pick up the car, take the car back to where we're supposed to take it, whatever issues you have.
Can you make a quick call? Just figure out what's going on?
That's what I'm trying to do. I just want to make a quick phone call, bro. That's it.
No, I get that. I get
This
that.
makes no sense.
Right. My drive is 2 hours right now, bro. So, I mean, I'm not trying to spend any more time than I have to already. I already spent time making sure that we don't damage the vehicle.
No, the thing is it doesn't need to go in possession of anybody because then now all of a sudden I'm dealing with like it's already in possession. I don't want to leave can you get my phone? It's inside. Like that's why
Yeah, I got your phone.
That's why I haven't left the car.
Where is it, inside the desk?
Like, last thing I want to do is have to call PD because right now you're preventing me from doing my job. You're holding me here against my will at this point. And all I got to do is I'm just doing my job at the end of the day. I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time. I can show you the order as well, dude. Like, I get it. I get that you're caught off guard. And
Dude, no, like this, like
right. It sucks. It's stupid that
I
they do it.
have plenty of money. Like, I don't.
Yeah, no one's questioning
I don't
you.
doubt it. You know, I don't doubt it. But I mean, I think
Once he puts it up, though, it is a process
reasons
now.
why.
Like,
and then I'm not taking off anywhere. You can walk with me to see the order, and then you can come back to where
go.
you're at again.
I'll get your phone. Go to the paperwork. We were inside just chatting business, and all of a sudden I see his car in a tow truck. My first thought was he's blocking the door. This guy is saying that it's being repossessed by the leasing company.
Successfully unlocked.
So obviously Garrett's upset right now. I would be too. He's more confused than anything. Once it's on the tow truck, it's like that's his job. He's not gonna take it off for you because he would get fired for that. So I get Garrett's upset, but that's why I'm like, hey man, like it's on there. The car is leaving. You're not getting your car back off that tow truck right now. It doesn't matter what you did because that guy would lose his job. So he'll have to get a hold of the bank, whoever holds the lease. Now, down here, there's a lot of weird rules of leasing. It's different than Canada. So somebody else may have not made a payment from the leasing company to the bank, but I have to find that out. Here you go, bro.
The lady in the office calling Luxury Lease Auto to find out why it is that they sent us out here. I had another one where I've had to pick up a Lamborghini before, and it was due to lapse insurance. So
Insurance?
due to lapse insurance, yeah, because I mean, if the car's not covered,
Oh, the leasing company has to protect themselves.
For the company. So I'm not saying that that's here, but I'm saying that's one of the reasons why I've had to pick up
That makes sense.
a different car before because of lapse insurance. You know, that's
Because they wouldn't do this, like, your fee must be expensive to do this. So they wouldn't do it over one payment.
right.
It has to be like, why would they bother unless something else is going on?
Right. Plus, if you guys are, of course, you guys more than likely go for the money, so it wouldn't just be off of one payment.
You would think so. I mean, I know Garrett's good for it, but people do make mistakes like that, or there's
Right,
bank errors, but wouldn't they call you first to be like, hey bro, you missed a payment or something, or there's an issue with your insurance?
Weird.
Because like, this isn't cheap. You want Celsius or anything? You want a drring? You want Celsius?
I'll take one if you don't mind.
All right.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I got you. Sparkling lemon lime, the new one.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you have to he's gonna have to take the car, dude, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. That is.
We can wait a little bit until I find out from my office exactly
Sure.
what the reason is. Like I said, I don't have a problem, dude.
Appreciate that. I know what your job is. I know that you can't let the car down. Like, you would get fired.
Yeah.
Unless he gave you like 10 grand in cash right now.
We have a dash cam, everything being streamed back to the office. So they tell me like, hey, why'd you drop it without authorization? It's like.
Tell me your craziest repo story.
I was back before I was driving a camera car, which is spotter cars for repos, and I had my tow truck driver at the time. He was strapping down a car, and a guy jumps out and started trying to push him out the way and unstrap the car. So I'm like, hey, like, watch out, he's doing his job. Like, don't get near my repo truck driver. He's just doing his job picking up the car. He turns it around and starts swinging at me.
Oh.
Yeah. So he starts swinging at me. I'm backing away, and this is in front of a elementary school, because I guess I was there to pick up the kids or whatever. So he starts swinging at me. I'm backing away the whole time. There's people watching, and cops are called. They show up. He starts running through an alley. His girlfriend that was with him blocks the cop car from chasing him. So then, like, helicopters show up, 8 squad cars show up. They got him like 2 blocks down the road.
Jesus.
And they asked me, you want to press charges? At that point, I'm like, yeah, but I didn't never follow through with it, because I'm not trying to mess somebody up over a mistake that they made off of the car. You get me? It's like you got what you did right now. That got you a little scared. Get your mind right, and at that point, like, move forward with it. Okay. And you said with who? So she's saying that it's because it is behind on payments?
Dude,
I get it. That's what they told her right now. And you're on speaker right now.
Okay, yeah, that's all that I was told, was that he is behind. Please have him call us tomorrow morning. So
dude, I literally like it's no. You know what? You know what's happening right now? What's a joke? Because even if you go in, I just checked my bank to see even if that wire didn't go out, and literally everything. 11/28, my last payment just went out to Luxury Lease Company. 11/10, my payment went out before that. 10/25, my payment went out. 10/11, my payment went out. 9/15, my payment went out. I've been directly on time. I'm not behind on anything. Like I told this young man, I'll sit there and I'll wait a week or two, and I'll sit there, but like I don't even have a late fee assessed on anything yet. It's literally waiting a week or two and I make my payment. So like
right.
my payment's been.
I'm just telling you what she said, and that she said to please have him call me in the morning and give me her direct extension.
What a
Are you ready
joke.
for that number?
We'll figure it out, Garrett.
Sorry again, dude.
So what you're saying is you have proof, Garrett. You've got proof payments made to your account.
Yeah, I just showed you all
So
those
the
payments.
bank, it's a bank somewhere is not classified.
Like I was just
properly.
telling him, Luxury Lease has gotten to a point where they've had to repossess a lot of cars. And I mean, you could tell my reaction. Like, I'm not like this. If I'm behind on payments, it is what it is. You take my car, But like when this is something that I should be driving home with and not having taken from me, that's where I have a problem with it. But I shut my bank account down like a couple months ago, and I have a new account set up. Luxury Lease wants to auto draft. I pay them when I want to pay them. I almost feel like they're trying to strong arm me into being able to give them my new bank info.
So you're allowed to do a payment not on a certain date?
Yeah, so like because they're not auto drafting, I just send a wire. So all those transactions I showed you, those are all individual wires that I'm just sending every 2 weeks.
Why is
so
it auto pay? Is that easier?
Always double check the lease though, or the agreement that you have, because if they have it where if you default, they'll pursue it, then that might be an issue too. So you might have to be on time with them because of the luxury.
There is no default. I mean, they send out their email. They notify me that, oh, hey, you haven't made payment yet. Then they'll send out another email that notifies me, hey, payment's too far out. Here's a late fee.
Oh, okay.
And then at that point in time, they'll be like, okay, then they'll start calling and saying like, hey, what are you going to do? I never let it even go to that extent. I don't even get a late fee. Why am I going to spend a few extra $100 when I have it?
Right.
So it has nothing to do with that, but I almost feel like they're trying to do that. Unless, again, they just didn't see the last wire hit the account, but that wouldn't, like, that doesn't make sense. But literally, you saw right there, 11/28, the payment was made. And that payment's due on the 15th. So it was, what, 13 days late?
But for 13 days, they're not going to come take your call. Like,
No.
this is expensive, this process.
All right.
Well, it is what it is.
Sorry about that, bro. I apologize, man. Take it easy.
All right, man.
Thank you, man.
Be safe.
No worries. Thank you, guys.
Garrett, we'll figure this out. It's not what I was expecting to happen today. Okay, we know what happened, and it's not what you think. But before we get to that, okay, before we get to the past 4 hours of Garrett on the phone pulling us what's left of his hair out, we're gonna review the footage because it's actually pretty funny. So Garrett parks in a way that makes it as perfect as possible for a tow truck to come in. Again, this isn't staged, it appears that way. Let's watch what happens here, okay? So hold on. There's a tow truck. Drives by slowly. He has a GPS tracker, so he can see the area. He doesn't see the ultraviolet purple GTPR sitting there. But don't worry, he'll be back. And he's back. He sees the Porsche, engages reverse.
Man, he's going fast.
And he rips back. Okay. Now what's important to note here is once he's hooked to that car, it's his. In the moment, Garrett was trying to reason with the guy not to take the car. That was never going to happen. This is not leasing company's third party, his repo guy. The stuff he must deal with every day, it's probably a lot. Now, he gets out, hold on. First he does is he raises the car. He's not even out of the car yet. It's raising it. That way you can't come and take it away. It's now in his possession. Okay?
That's their number one thing. That's why they drive so fast to get to the car. Once they get the car uplifted off the ground, it's technically his possession.
Now, it takes a minute to, I already watched this. It takes a minute to get out. And you'll notice he does something. Pay attention. Pay very, very close attention to what he does when he gets out of the car. Watch him. Verifies the car, looks at the Ventador, still looking at the Ventador. Still looking at the Ventador. Now he's looking for security cameras. He looks right at us. Why is that? Well, I assume he wants to protect himself. It's a tough job. He doesn't know who Garrett is. He doesn't know who I am. So he wants to make sure he's not gonna like get rolled up on or something happens to him. So he's looking for cameras. He's on camera. So he knows we're watching or maybe he knows it's being recorded. Now, grabs his first strap to the back wheels. What goes to the front? No front plate, that's a ticket there. Secures the back wheels. Now, I'm not gonna bore you. This currently is at 3:53, okay? Now I'm gonna fast forward. So now we're at the 10-minute mark. So it's not moving too quick. Normally when you watch the movies, they'll grab the back wheels and they'll get the f out of there and secure it later. But I think he's feeling pretty good right now. So he's getting the front dollies on, which he didn't have to do. It's a rear-wheel drive car. He could have gone with not dollying that car. It was nice he did that. He's protecting it. And the other side.
I am surprised at the amount of time he's taking. This is the first time I've watched the video. He has no fear of whether we come out or not.
He must have seen the channel and knows we're okay, so fast forwarding. Now we are, where's it going? Hold on.
What? Did you see that before?
No, I haven't gone this far before. Hold on. He leaves for a while now. That's very interesting.
That is interesting.
Where would he go?
You know what I think he was looking for? Because he had mentioned the Lambo.
We're gonna get to that.
So
that's very true.
Exactly what he was
This involves two cars, and in fact, this whole situation has nothing to do with this car. But we'll get to that. Let's just keep watching. Now, 30 minutes into this, and he's just finally finishing up. He is putting on that as a remote for the lights, I would imagine, for brake lights. Yep, it's on magnets, and that controls brake lights. It's an aluminum car. It's not gonna work there. It's also not gonna work there because that's carbon fiber. And you're gonna say, we don't need brake lights in it. Wait for it.
He just looks at the
This is, I don't know if you're watching this and you love it as much as I do, but this is hilarious. Okay, so the brake lights. One last strap. Again, now we are well over 30 minutes. Now let's get to the fun part. So he drives away and he stops here. He was done. He stops right there next to the end of Ventador S with the Cantani straight pipe exhaust. He stopped right there. He's gonna get out again, make sure it's secure. Now, if I was a repo man, I would go down the street and do this. Get away from the building. Because the building, that's conflict, that's a danger zone right now. You don't want to be there. Get the car, get out. I would literally grab the back tires, get it just down the street, and then do the rest. The front lip may have been too low for that. I
think so.
So maybe that's why he didn't do it. Again, I'm not a repo driver. Despite my looks, I don't do that for a living. Now, boom! There's Garrett! There's me with the camera. Look how slow we are. Wow, we're really
a little half-assed jog.
And the rest you guys have already seen from the perspective of my cell phone. That is the situation so far. Now let me explain to you what actually happened. The Porsche, were there any late payments on the Porsche?
No.
Porsche is totally good, no late payments, confirmed. Garrett's been on the phone with the actual CEO, like, not directly, so he talks to his leasing agent, who's talking to the CEO directly at like 7 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock New York time. So the leasing company has been resolving this pretty quickly that way. The Porsche, not late.
Not late.
You mentioned a second ago, he went around the corner of the building. So he walked around the corner. Why did he walk around the corner of the building?
I think he walked around the corner of the building to look for the Lambo.
Why?
Because I haven't made a payment on the Lambo.
Did they contact you?
They contacted me. They called me a handful of times, and then they sent me an email to the wrong email. An email that I check maybe once every 2 weeks. That was from my first car that I purchased, but I purchased 7 cars from them this year. So, yeah.
How late were you on the Lamborghini payment?
I got an email notification yesterday at 8:30 in the morning to that email that I don't log into frequently. And they notified me that I was 11 days behind on payment, and please send a payment. Here's the wire info.
So for you guys watching this right now, the average car payment, car lease, it's auto pay from your account. There's different terms for that based on where you live. All of our cars from August Motor Cars are all auto pay. So at the first of the month, payment comes out, there's not enough money in the account, it would bounce, but it's not manual. The way Garrett has set up, because he is a entrepreneur, has multiple accounts, is he has to manually wire them each month. Garrett isn't the most responsible man in the world, as we've just learned from this discussion. He doesn't check his voicemail, and he doesn't check his emails. Now, they have the wrong account, that's on you. You didn't check your email. And they're saying, hey, where's our payment? We need it. So you finally got one email. So they obviously went back and they figured out Garrett's not checking his email, so we have one email from last night. At what time?
Yesterday at 8:25 in the morning.
Great, and what does it say?
Our records indicate that we haven't received a payment of $4208.13 for your 2017 Lamborghini Huracan, which is overdue by 11 days. I will be appreciated if you look into this as soon as possible. If you fail to respond to this notice, the account will be escalated. This was yesterday at 8:25 a.m. Today at 2:04 p.m., a payment will be going out today.
So hold on. So at 2:04 p.m. you replied saying a payment's going out today.
Correct.
At around 3:45 p.m. the car got repossessed, but not the Huracan and the Porsche, because both from the same leasing company. So somebody on there decided that, I haven't heard from Garrett, it's been 11 days. They said, go get all his cars. So they went after the Huracan and the Porsche. The driver confirmed that. Garrett made a mistake. Garrett has money. Garrett's quite wealthy. Garrett doesn't check his emails and he's lazy. The company may have overreacted and came and took his car. Question now is, who pays for the tow truck? And when do you get cars back?
They said it'll be rectified tomorrow morning. They will release it. I sent them confirmations, the wire that was already sent today. Gave them all the information, all the documents. They apologized, said you will have the car tomorrow.
And how long an Uber ride do you have tonight to get home?
It is 2 hours to get home, approximately $285 Uber ride.
All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode. It's not what we expected today. I was not planning on filming his car getting repoed. This is not manufactured, in case you didn't ask that, because it kind of looks like we staged this, I swear. This is real life here in California when you have friends that don't make their payments.
Stay tuned.